and welcome my rock star friends to my tribute video about a unique life and her tragic story. But first, we travel across town to a quaint Plains Pioneer cemetery with the sweet title of Hillside, established in 1874 as a private cemetery. The need created by the first death of John Henderson while hunting ducks. John Haynes agreed to donate the land if others would fence it. Prior to this time, people were buried in any out-of-the-way spots on homesteads. After the cemetery was dedicated, the family moved their loved ones here. The first to be the children of William Grant Winborn, founder of the town of Fort Lupton and father of its first mayor, Thomas C. Winborn. May 4th, 1949, the cemetery was adopted from the Hillside Cemetery Association and operating as a public cemetery. I found many amazing people here and their stories. I shall tell you of a few. Charles Cavanda, November 8th, 1949 to October 3rd, 2018. U.S. Navy, Vietnam. Born to Edward and Dorothy during the worst snowstorm in the history of the Northern Plains. He enlisted in the Navy, served till 1975, and later married the woman of his dreams, working as a plant operator to retire, where he became a rancher and poet cowboy, worked the farm, rode his cherished horses, and went on many adventures. A stubborn old goat, some would say. No one can make him do anything he didn't want to do. But he had a heart of gold. Helped anyone who needed it and made a genuine impression on every life he touched. What an extraordinary story for this extraordinary man. Thank you for your service and taking care of everyone around you. Jack Sugio Tani Sr., Army, Korea. Born September 15th, 1931. Passed December 25th, 2019. Jack grew up on the family farm. He joined the Army and was stationed in Kansas, Alaska, and Washington. He won the National Defense Service Ribbon. He married and had 3 children. His daughter lies here beside her father. Thank you for your heroic service and resting in peaceful, loving light. McCannon family, with many enlisted soldiers from the long siege of Vicksburg and the rebellion and battle of Corinth. Several other brothers to fight and return home after the war. George R. LeBlanc. He loved spending time with his grandchildren at the farm and with his animals. In his liquor cabinet, he didn't keep drinks, but he stocked with candy. He loved the great outdoors and woodworking. Loving husband, father, grandpa, great-grandpa, and friend. Here lying with his wife, Mary Josephine, September 12, 1933 to June 30th, 2016. Resting in peace. Manuel Rivas came to the U.S. with 7 siblings, first to New Mexico, then Colorado, working farm jobs, then retiring from Longmont Foods. He loved working the farm and owned several orchards in Mexico. He took care of his wife during her cancer diagnosis and is survived by 7 children, 18 grandchildren, and 9 great-grandchildren. Now, I would like to tell you the story of Angie Zapata. She was born August 5th, 1989, and was feminine and expressed an attraction to boys. She disclosed her female gender identity to close friends and family in middle school. She was born Justin Zapata and often bullied in school. She adopted the name Angie while with family, but presenting as male in public. At 16, she began to live fully as a woman. She had 3 sisters and an older brother. Her mother was supportive, but worried for her safety. At 18, she met Alan Andrade, 31 years old at the time, through a mobile phone network. The two decided to meet on July 15, 2008, and spent almost 3 days together. Angie spent time with Alan, but wouldn't let him touch her. Andrade grew impatient. He found pictures of Angie and suspected her to be transgender. He reached out to touch her and confirmed his suspicions. Instead of being upset for his own reasons and leaving her, he took Angie's life, severely beating her with his fists and a final blow with a fire extinguisher. He left in Angie's car with the weapons and other evidence, later to be arrested by his house driving her car. The trial began on April 16, 2009, to be prosecuted as a hate crime, pressed by Angie's family. On April 22, 2009, Andrade was found guilty of first degree, the first as a hate crime, motor theft and identity theft, with life in prison without the chance of parole. He was dubbed a habitual criminal by the judge with 6 prior felonies, adding life to 60 years. Serving at Lyman Correctional Facility. Please check out links below to the 2011 novel by Dana D. Young, The Butterfly and the Flame, dedicated to Angie Zapata's memory, as well as a song linked below by Ozomati on their album Fire Away, 2010 album, also dedicated to Angie. We have come to visit Angie Zapata, August 5th, 1989, July 17th, 2008. She walked in beauty. She loved people and laughter. God took her home forever. She will be in our hearts. Dearest Angie Zapata, I am very sorry about what happened to you, yet you are an angel now that paved the way for hate crime. No one ever has any right to hurt anyone in any hateful nature. In the end, life is precious and should be respected no matter the reason or context. A beautiful life to be never forgotten. Lying near Angie is her sister Monica Lynn Zapata, February 6, 1976 to February 14, 2016. She was aged 40 years old. She was following her lifelong dream to finish cosmetology school to make other people beautiful. She was 5 months from graduation. Her children were the love of her life, always telling them to never give up on their dreams. She was taken by accident. A beautiful poem is in her memorial. When tomorrow starts without me, and I'm not there to see, if the sun should rise and find your eyes all filled with tears for me, I wish so much you wouldn't cry the way you did today, while think of the many things we didn't get to say. I know how much you love me, as much as I love you, and each time that you think of me, I know you'll miss me too. But when tomorrow starts without me, please try to understand that an angel came and called my name and took me by my hand. So when tomorrow starts without me, don't think we're far apart. For every time you think of me, I'm right here in your heart. Thank you for coming along with us today on this storytelling of these remarkable lives. Please like, subscribe, and share. Help as we continue our journey to tales from beyond. These lives shall never be forgotten.